everyone, it's your girl Tara Michelle. Wow, I was loud. Why was I that loud? Was I loud? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try that again. Hey everyone, it's your girl Tara Michelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. Today we're going to be discussing my top 10 transitional fragrances. I could make 3 or 4 of these videos if I'm being honest, but these are the ones that I think I crave the most when leaving summer and moving into fall. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Let's start the list off with an absolute banger, although all of these are bangers to me. This is a new one. This is from the house of Giorgio Armani, and this is called Sea Intense. So this is the 2021 version, because of course there is a Sea Intense in the black bottle, the original Intense. I'm not really sure what made them come out with this one and name it the same thing and change the bottle color. Who knows? Who knows? But this is beautiful. The black currant syrup in this gives it a heavy, dark richness. It's just sweet. And then there's Turkish rose and Divana. You also have, of course, patchouli. The rose and patchouli combination in the Sea line is just stunning. There's also benzoin in this. But you know what? This is a fragrance that does not pull medicinal to me. Man, that is just really good. That is really, really, really good. Yes, so this is definitely great for the cooler summer nights and anytime you want to wear it in the fall. In the fall or in the winter when it's colder with this fragrance for me, you can do this for work. But it's too heavy to me in the Midwest summers, and that's just my personal opinion. So summer date nights, yes. Anytime in the fall, yes. Next up, we have a fragrance that is so beautiful. It is such a beautiful vanilla fragrance. Now, it comes with a warning. So this is from Van Cleef Arpels. This is Orchidee Vanille from their collection extraordinaire. I do not know if this has been discontinued. I know it's hard to find a lot of these from that line, but this is one of my favorite vanillas. This fragrance is absolutely amazing to me. This has notes of like vanilla, vanilla orchid. There's also some bitter almond in here, some tonka bean, dark chocolate. There's just beautiful, decadent, rich notes in here. And it smells amazing. Just amazing. However, here's the caveat to this. This lasts all day on me. This lasts all day on me. I don't have to top this up, but I do because it's what I do. But a lot of people say that this entire line does not last on them. The other fragrances that I've tried from this collection do not last on me. Not at all. So I have to tell you guys that it lasts on me, but I'm the only person I know of that it lasts on. Everybody else says they get in between 2 to 4 hours with it. So I have to make mention of that because there's so many of you who listen to me, who feel my enthusiasm and my love for a fragrance and will go out and buy it. If you can get your nose on this, fine. If not, make sure you get it for a good price. But the star of any and every show, Labelle from the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier. You guys are going to hear about this and see this on my channel often throughout the fall and the winter. It is what it is. Get used to her. We have pear, we have vetiver, we have vanilla. So there's some other stuff in here too. Depending on what website you look in, you're going to see bergamot and all this other stuff. But like I told you before, the 3 notes you pick up the most, that I pick up the most, are the pear, the vanilla, the vetiver. There is a flanker to this. This is Labelle Le Parfum. I do love this bottle. I mean, this bottle, the coloring, it's just phenomenal. However, for me, this is definitely more of a date night fragrance. Very sensual, very beautiful fragrance. I just wish it would have been better. There's more I would have done to this to come out with a flanker to this. This is so iconic to me that this could have been better. It's a beautiful fragrance. It does. I can't say that enough because people tend to, just because I wanted more from it, they tend to accuse me of not liking it. That's not true. But this is more date night. This isn't as universal as this one for me. So, but it's still a great transitional fragrance. Summer date nights if you want, into fall date nights. But this one here can go from being all year round. But it is so beautiful. Summer date nights and into fall. The spice in this, the vetiver in this calls out to me for the fall weather. I think of leaves falling. I think of, like I said, pumpkin spice lattes, which again, everything pumpkin flavored is disgusting to me. But just that vibe, Starbucks and colder weather coming in and Thanksgiving, that's what this is just perfect for. So I could not have a transitional fragrance list and not have this beauty on there. If you know me, you know I love Angel Muse Eau de Parfum. One of my favorite fall and winter fragrances, especially in the winter. It's so warming. Oh my goodness, it's just a beautiful fragrance. Well, for this video, there is a Eau de Toilette formulation. And here she is. This is Angel Muse Eau de Toilette. So this one here, people tend to wear in the summer. Now, I don't know where these people live, but I am not wearing this heavy, decadent fragrance in the Midwest summer heat. I'm just not. That's just me. And I know you can wear what you want, when you want, how you want, but I don't crave this heavy and decadent of a fragrance when it's that hot outside. So when we're talking about summer winding down and fall coming in, yeah, baby, it's like a hazelnut spread, people's Nutella type of thing. There is vetiver in here. I think there's also patchouli. There's a dark richness to this. I don't care how much mandarin orange or whatever other citruses you put in here. This is too decadent for the heat for me. But when we're getting rid of that heat and walking into that cooler weather, beautiful fragrance. This fragrance changed my life, and I have a video dedicated to it, maybe more than one. This just hit me different because I was a girl who went from hating rose to being absolutely obsessed with this fragrance. Those of you who've been with me for a while know exactly what I'm talking about. I haven't talked about it much in the spring or summer because I don't crave this at that time. It's too thick and rich and syrupy and jammy for me. But baby, it's time to bring her back. This is Nina Ricci's Rose Estas. This is a jammy rose. There's red berries. There's raspberries. Oh, they just come along. This is so, listen. I'm gonna put in the cards the video where I talk about this, or at least the video where I talk about this the most, because this is not a safe blind buy if you are not a supreme lover of rose, okay? If you are on the fence about whether or not you like rose, then this could be dangerous for you. I had to come to terms with what was happening. My palette changed with this fragrance. Delina changed my palette. This changed my palette. And now Launch D Rouge is doing it again. So again, if you have a love of rose, sweet, jammy roses, then you're probably going to love this. If you're somebody who likes a bold rose that's just going to be in your face, you're probably going to love this. If you're someone who is trying to get a feel for rose, it could hit you like it did me, where you just go, oh, wow, this is the kind of rose that I like. Then again, it could be like, oh, no, this is too much. Because it's really 2 seconds away from being that 1980s rose. Don't get it twisted. This is one of those that is close to great-great-grandma rose. But they just did a little something to it to make it modern and chic, and it's just right there at the fence, wishing that it could get back to its former self, but something just has it held back. You know what I'm saying? Here's another fragrance where I feel like it's perfect for transitioning, because a lot of people who are really into florals, they still get to keep that heavy tuberose floral note while walking into something that's a little heavier, a little sweeter, and built for fall. So perfect date night fragrance for summer. Perfect cool summer day fragrance as well. You can wear this to work. It can transition into the nighttime. You really can wear whenever you want to. I just prefer it in the colder weather. So this is So Scandal from the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier. This tuberose is one of those candied tuberose. Not necessarily bubblegummy, but definitely candied. And baby, that's how I like my tuberose. Give me bubblegum, give me candied, give me both. But this is beautiful. If you like Giorgio Armani's My Way, you're probably going to like this too. These were the two standout tuberose releases of that year when they came out. I think these both came out in 2020 or something like that. So, or not too far from each other. I found out about them not too far from each other. I absolutely love this fragrance. And again, it just allows you to not have to let go of your florals just because you're coming into fall. And again, some of y'all never let y'all florals go. Some of y'all just wear the same thing every day, all day. And if that's your vibe, honey, do you. But you know what? I would like to ask as a courtesy for your coworkers and the people in your family, just in case they don't love that fragrance that you wear all the time the way that you do, switch it up a bit. Just, if you can, just find some nice, affordable, find one for spring, summer, fall, and winter, just in case. And don't have them be alike. Just, find different parts of yourself, find out what those parts like, and just do something different, Because I have a coworker who wears the same fragrance every day. And while when I first smelled it, it was a cool fragrance. I was like, okay, that smells good. It's pretty much a fall fragrance, for me. But she wears it all the time. And I'm just like, man, I want to go up to her so bad and go, look, honey, this was cute at first, but you have worn it out. It is played out. We need to do something else. But that's not my place. So I won't. But I'm just saying, try that. Next up, we have a fragrance from the Private Arts and Materials collection of the House of Guerlain. This is a very expensive fragrance, $260 US American dollars per bottle. It's worth it to me because I bought it on sale. But from the House of Guerlain, we have Spiritus Double Vanille. What a beautiful bottle. The packaging is absolutely just gorgeous. The presentation of the packaging is absolutely beautiful. I just love it. But again, this is not a safe blind buy for $260. You have to go somewhere to a counter, to a Nordstrom or Saks Fifth Avenue or wherever it is that you have these sold, and get your nose on this. The first time I sprayed this, I hated it. It was a benzoin bomb. So it was so medicinal. And for quite some time, it took about 30 minutes for that to pass and me to get to the dry down that I love so much. So I do not recommend this as a blind buy, especially because of the price. Now, I do have a dupe from the House of Layered. This is called Sweet Spirit. I really liked this one the first time I smelled it because it's not as medicinal in that opening. It smells quite similar in the dry down to the original. So this might be a better option for you if you do not want to spend $260 or even $200 if you catch it on sale. But baby, they smell so good. Ooh. If you are a lover of vanilla, these smell so good. They're perfect for fall. I don't think that either one of them is a strong enough vanilla to deal with the Midwest winters here. This is like Spiritus Double Vanille sits closer to the skin around that 4-hour mark for me. Sometimes a little sooner if it's really cold. It's more of a date night, elegant, sophisticated. I'm going to a work function type of fragrance where you're just going to smell beautiful and rich but not be doing too much or trying to be too sensual. You just smell good, that type of fragrance. So again, it may not be worth the money for someone who, because when you spend $260, you want to wear it everywhere all the time. It's not that versatile to me. I'm just never reaching for it in the spring or the summer, and I probably won't wear it for anything but date nights. Just is what it is. This next fragrance, when I first smelled it, was a huge letdown for me. It didn't smell bad. It's just that it's a jasmine bomb to my nose. And with it having a name so similar to mine, I just wanted it to be phenomenal. I wanted it to be unlike anything I'd ever smelled. I wanted it to be loaded with maybe some amber and a fantastic feminine patchouli that fit the name of Terra. But alas, we have Terra de Joie from the House of Giorgio Armani. It is a pretty fragrance. I'm going to play around with it more, but what I can say is when you're dealing with a note of jasmine, it is perfect for transitioning out of summer and into fall. This is a beautiful fall fragrance, and I do look forward to wearing it more in the cooler weather. It was too much for me in the heat, and I also got this at a time when I really had sworn off tuberose and rose and jasmine. I was just over it. Like, seriously, they're so overdone, so overused. So but it is nice. I don't want to deter anybody from getting it. It is a really nice fragrance. This is a top 10 fragrance for life for me. The sweet, creamy, dreamsicle vibe is everything. This is one of those fragrances that is perfect for daytime and nighttime in the summer, whenever you want to wear it. But oh my goodness, it's so beautiful and cozy and warm and inviting and sensual for the fall as well. This is Poison Girl Eau de Toilette formulation. Now you can also wear the Eau de Parfum. I have no problem with you using that one as well. I prefer this one on smell, but the Eau de Parfum is still very pretty and I still wear it all the time. The Eau de Parfum won't be a repurchase for me right away. It'll eventually make its way back to my collection once my collection is smaller. But this one I will always have. The Eau de Toilette formulation is just outstanding to me. Outstanding. Last but not least, this fragrance. Oh man. This fragrance led to me buying this one and 3 additional flankers. I really fell in love with the entire line with the exception of the Eau de Toilette, which is too floral. Just no. This is Launch D from Givenchy. Eau de Parfum formulation. It smells so good. This is one of the most beautiful orange blossom tuberose jasmine fragrances ever. And the orange blossom is what brings it home for me. You guys, you can wear this all the time in the summertime if you want to, no matter how hot it is. I've done it on the hot weather days. The orange blossom just sings for me. And in the cooler weather, I get more of the tuberose and the jasmine in conjunction with the orange blossom, but I don't mind because it's just so pretty. What a beautiful transitional fragrance. What a beautiful transitional fragrance. This is exactly what you need to start getting yourself ready for those deeper, sweeter, darker, just, fall fragrances. So how did you like my list? My top 10 transitional fragrances. I hope that all of you own at least one of these or has smelled at least one of these and absolutely adores it. I think that out of this top 10 list, maybe 12 if you count the dupe and the alternate for Labelle, the Labelle Le Parfum. I think that out of all of these, there's something for everyone to love, even if it's only one of them. Something for everyone to love for this coming up fall. So if you own any of these, tell me about it in the comments. If you want them or had your eye on them for a while, let me know which ones. Let's talk about it. Also, more importantly, I want you to tell me what your favorite transitional fragrance is from summer to fall. If you're still here, please don't forget to click that like button. It lets me know you like what I'm doing so I can keep it up. Also subscribe, join the Terror Squad while you're here, and click that notification bell so that you never miss any of my future uploads. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, guys. See you in the comments. And until then, bye.